it's Tina, and I'm here at the Jackson County Library in Ripley, West Virginia. And today we're going to make a standalone ghost for Halloween. What we're going to need is some cheesecloth, and the cheesecloth that we had here at the library is 2 yards. There's 2 pieces in each bag, and you can get this at Walmart or one of your craft stores. Okay, 2 pieces of that, and we're going to put some eyes on him. So I have a large pair of googly eyes here, or if you don't want to put the googly eyes on, you can cut out some black felt and just make some eyes out of that. So then we have some liquid starch, or you can also use fabric stiffener that you can find at a craft store or Walmart or one of those. I chose to use the liquid starch. And then we need just a plastic throwaway bowl deep enough to get your cheesecloth in, just 1 piece at a time. We're going to need a pair of gloves to keep the starch off of your hands. And then we need a bottle of some sort. And I've already put this together, but what I have here is an empty Gatorade bottle. And then the top that's going to hold your ghost in place until it dries is just a normal regular size balloon. And then I've got some tape, and I actually use duct tape, but you can use just some wide Scotch tape or something of that sort. And you need a pair of scissors. Okay, now what you're going to do first is put your bottle together to make your form for the ghost. And like I said, I had an empty Gatorade bottle because it has kind of a wide lid. Then you put your balloon down into the top of the bottle and just kind of tape it on there so it doesn't move. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some starch, liquid starch, in the bowl so we can get our cheesecloth wet. And you can add more if you don't have enough. I just start out with a little bit and then see how it goes. So I'm going to put my gloves on here so I don't get it all over my hands. And I went ahead and I separated the cheesecloth into 1 large piece, and then I folded it in half because it does come folded up. So we're just going to put the cheesecloth down in the liquid, make sure we get it soaked completely. All of it wet. And then just pick it up and squeeze it out a little bit at a time until you reach the end of your cheesecloth. Doesn't have to be squeezed out completely. You want it to be damp but not dripping. So we're just going to get as much of this out as we can so it doesn't drip all over everything. And I do have some paper down to protect the table, whatever your surface is that you're going to be making this on. You can use wax paper, aluminum foil, any sort of paper that you don't mind getting wet, because you're just going to throw it away. So then I'm going to separate the cheesecloth and try to find the end where I folded this in half. It's crumpled up, so it might take me a minute to find the end here. Okay, I think this is it. This takes a little bit of patience because it does stick together. Cheesecloth sticks together without starch, so it's even more sticky once you put this starch on it. Okay, so you can see that it is pretty transparent, so that's why I use 2 pieces of the cheesecloth, and then I drape 1 piece over the other. Okay, so now we're going to take our bottle and we're going to drape the cheesecloth over the balloon and spread it out so it pulls at the bottom. You want it to pull at the bottom because that's going to be what holds your ghost up when you take the bottle out from underneath. So I just kind of let it pull here. And then, I'm not going to get this wet because you get the idea, but you do the same thing with this piece of cheesecloth. And then you're going to drape it over the first piece. And again, you want to cover each side with about the same material, same amount of material. And just try to make it as smooth as you can around the balloon so that you'll be able to put the eyes on later. So you've got your pieces laid out here. And this is going to need to dry for about 6 hours. The longer you let it dry, the more stiff that it will get. You don't want to take it off too soon because otherwise it's not going to stand up on its own. And if your pieces are too long or you don't want all this extra material, you can use your scissors to just trim it off a little bit. So there we've got our little ghost laid out. And we'll just let him dry for about 6 hours. I'm going to take my gloves off and show you what the final product looks like. And this is the ghost after it has had plenty of time to dry. You can see that I glued some little eyeballs on him. And I think he turned out really cute. It's pretty easy craft. And like I said, you just take he will come off the form when you're finished drying it. So that's our little standalone ghost. And you can put this on a mantle, decorate your house. You can actually put it outside as long as it's not exposed to any extreme temperatures. So that's my craft for today. Thank you.